AI is everywhere right now. ChatGPT, Copilot, image generation, voice assistants, and AI agents. Everyone is talking about AI. But here's the problem. A lot of people are using AI tools, but they don't really understand what's happening behind the scenes. What is a model? What is AI agent? What is Microsoft Foundry? And how does Azure fit into all of this? And if you are preparing for AI 901, what do you actually need to know? That's exactly where this series is all about. Hi everyone, I'm Usman Sheikh. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer and a solution architect. In this video series, I'll walk you through AI 901, which is Introduction to AI in Azure. The plan is simple. I'll explain the concepts in plain English, connect them to the real world examples, show where Azure and Microsoft Foundry fit, and highlight what matters from an exam point of view. So whether you are preparing for AI 901 exam, trying to understand Azure AI, or just want to structure a starting point from generative AI and agents, this series is for you. So first, what is AI 901? AI 901 is the Microsoft Fundamentals level course for artificial intelligence in Azure. Now, fundamental does not mean useless, and it does not mean too basic. It means this course gives you the foundation. Think of it like this. Before you build AI solution, before you create agents, before you connect models to business systems, you need a mental map. AI 901 gives you that map. You learn what AI can do, what the major AI workloads are, and how Microsoft Azure, especially Microsoft Foundry, helps you build AI apps and agents. The key thing to remember is this. AI 901 is not trying to turn you into a data scientist. It is about understanding AI workloads and getting started with AI apps and agents in Azure. So who is this course for? This course is ideal for few types of people. First, if you are a beginner and you want to understand AI properly, not just use tools, but understand the concepts, this is good starting point for you. Second, if you are a developer, cloud engineer, architect, consultant, or a student, and you want to know how Azure supports AI workloads, this course gives you that structure. Third, if you are preparing for AI 901 certification exam, this series will help you understand the topics without droning into a lot of documentation. And finally, if you are coming from Azure, Microsoft 365 platform, Power Platform, DevOps, data, or software development, and now AI is entering your work, which let's be honest, it probably is, then this course gives you the vocabulary and the architecture level understanding. Now let's talk about what you'll learn in this full series. Here's the roadmap. We'll start with the basics. What AI is, what AI workloads are, and what responsible AI means. Then we'll move into Azure and Microsoft Foundry. This is important because the exam is not just asking, do you know what AI is? It also wants to know if you understand how AI solutions are implemented using Microsoft Foundry. And after that, we'll cover generative AI. Things like prompts, tokens, embeddings, and large language models. Then we'll talk about agents. And this is where things get really interesting. Because an agent is more than just a chatbot, a model that answers. An agent can reason, use tools, access knowledge, and perform actions. Then we'll go through the specific AI workloads like text analysis, speech, computer vision, and information extraction. So by the end of this series, you should be able to look at business problem and say, okay, sounds like a speech problem, or this needs information extraction, or this is a good use case for AI agent in Foundry. So let's talk about some tips and tricks. For AI 901, don't just memorize services names. Try to understand the workload itself. The exam often tests you whether you know which AI capability fits which scenario. Now, if you are watching this for just certification, here's something important. The exam is split into two big areas. One part is identifying about AI concepts and capabilities. The other part is about implementing AI solution with Microsoft Foundry. So you need to know both. You need to understand the theory, AI workloads, responsible AI, generative AI, speech, vision, language, and information extraction. AI 901 is not only about what is AI, it is also about how do I start using AI in Azure. Now let me explain you how this YouTube series will work. I'm going to keep the videos short and focused. Each video will follow a simple structure. First, I'll explain the concept. Then, I'll give you a real world example. And then, I'll connect it to Azure or Microsoft Foundry. And finally, I'll give you an exam tips or quick knowledge check. Instead of just saying text analytics, we'll look at things like sentiments analysis, PII detection, key phrases extraction, and when to use general purpose model versus a specific Azure language model. That's the style of this series. Simple explanation, practical example, Azure mapping, and exam relevance. My recommendation is watch this series in order. The later videos will build on the earlier ones. For example, agents will make more sense once you understand models. Foundry will make more sense once you understand Azure resources and endpoints. Information extraction will make more sense once you understand OCR, documents, and structured data. Also, don't just learn passively. Open Microsoft Learn and follow along. And when I show you a demo, try it yourself if you have access to Azure or lab environment. You'll learn far more by clicking around and building something small than by just watching me talk. In this next video, we'll start with the most basic question. What is artificial intelligence? And we'll break it down properly. No hype, no buzzwords, just a clear explanation of what AI can do and what AI workloads exist and how these map into real world use cases. By the end of next video, you'll understand the big AI categories, generative AI and agents, text and language, speech, computer vision, information extraction, and machine learning. So if you are preparing for AI 901, learning Azure AI, or trying to understand how Microsoft Foundry fits into AI world, subscribe to this channel and follow this playlist. Drop a comment below and tell me where are you starting from. Are you a beginner, a developer, a cloud engineer, or you are just preparing especially for AI 901 exam? Don't be shy. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.